Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hey, hi, hello, my name is Lauren. In today's video, we're going to talk about what things you need to do and plan to prepare to have a successful small business in 2024. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump on into it. Now, one of your New Year's goals might be to start your small business or even to grow and build your small business. And honestly, same. I can never stop growing my businesses. So that is always a goal of mine. But in the new year, there tends to be a lot of focus around this because it's a great time to set new goals. So I want to talk to you guys today about some things that I think that you need to do, we need to do in order to help prepare our businesses so that they can be the best and most successful possible in this new year. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump on into it. I always think the number one thing we need to do is to make a plan. Having a plan is the best way to know exactly where you want to go and how to get there, because without it, we have no direction and we're kind of just doing things all willy-nilly. And when you do that, you're working towards nothing, essentially. Where if you don't know where you're going, then you really have no way of knowing how to get there. So it's important to make a plan. Also, I have my little baby sleeping behind me. So I know it's a little bit of a return back to the channel now as a mom. So how can we make a plan for our business? Well, the first thing I would do is honestly to grab a notebook and grab a pen and start writing things down. Writing things down like, what is your income goal per month for your business and to pay yourself? So thinking about what kind of sales do you need to make, or how many products do you need to sell, or services, etc., to make the type of money or income that you want to make. What are your goals looking like? How often do you want to spend time working on your business? Is this something you want to do part-time? Is this something you want to be more of a passive income stream? Or is this something that you're ready to really work and put those full hours into right now? Or do you have that time to be able to do that? And if you don't, or you do, we need to make a plan around that type of schedule. So for example, me, I just had a baby. He's like 7 weeks now, and we're starting to get into the swing of things again, but I have to be a lot more flexible with my businesses these days. I have to work when he's napping. I have to have someone come and watch him during the daytime sometimes, mostly my mom. My mom is the one who gets to do that, and she's fantastic. So it's important to take those things into consideration. Think about your personal life, think about your schedule, think about where and when you can fit in that time to grow your business and how you're going to be able to do that. Then I want you to start thinking about possible launches, product ideas, things you want to do. Then you need to start thinking about, okay, well, what is the cost of those? Where are you going to get those funds from? Do you need to source a manufacturer? Are you going to be making this yourself? Do you need to buy any equipment, or is that something you want to do down the road? This is just our time to literally like almost brain dump everything out onto a sheet of paper that we hope to accomplish within this year. And then we can talk about organizing it all down into things, breaking it down month by month and choosing 3 specific things to work on each month in order to get closer to those goals. So if we know that by the end of 2024, we want to have made 6 figures in our business, then we need to break that down month by month and say, okay, well, then I need to be making at least $10,000 or so a month so that I can reach that goal. And if my goal is $10,000 a month in sales, okay, well, now we think, well, what is my marketing strategy? What kind of products am I offering? What is my profit margin on these products? All of those are things that we have to think about in this plan, okay? And we're going to get into more details on those, so don't worry. So the first focus, I would say, once you kind of have that plan written down, once you've kind of gone through your list of ideas, you know kind of what you're hoping to do for the year, the number one thing I always stress is to focus on your finances. Now, if you are new to owning a small business, or maybe you just feel like you really struggle with your finance side of your small business, trust me, I do too. As a person who is more creative, I do not like doing the financial side of my business. So it's something I tend to avoid and suck at. This is a fantastic book that I picked up. It's called Small Business Finance for the Busy Entrepreneur. It's a really great, simple book that has a lot of fantastic advice in it when it comes to owning your small business and how to do everything properly. This is what I've used to help me with my small business finances. You can obviously go the route of getting like a CPA, which is a personal accountant, or you can try and figure out stuff on your own and just learn bit by bit. But I would highly recommend this book. It's a fantastic starting point. I will have it linked down below as well as up here in the video for you guys if you want to go and check it out on Amazon. But I would get your finances in check first. This is the number one most important thing, because if you do not know where your finances are, if you don't know how much money you have, if you don't know how much you're making in sales, and you don't know how much to even pay yourself, nothing is going to work in the business. And the goal of owning your own business is to be able to pay yourself and likely be able to pay yourself more than what you were making at your previous job. Am I right? So what we need to do is have a good financial plan. So that means setting up our businesses properly through the government, right? Making sure that we have that EIN number and maybe a DBA, or deciding if we need to be a sole proprietor or an LLC, those types of things. Once we have those, then it's all about having the right kind of checking account and a business savings account, putting aside money for taxes, deciding how much you need to put aside for taxes, tracking all of your expenses, things like that. I personally like to use an app called QuickBooks. It's really great at recording all of my transactions within my business, and it's just something I've always used. You can track things by saving receipts in your email, having files on your computer where you can store all of those different receipts and things. Honestly, an Excel spreadsheet is a great place to start too. So there are a ton of different options out there, and maybe I'll do a video on this eventually. You guys let me know down below if this would be something you're interested in. Obviously, I cannot give true tax advice or anything because I am not a professional, but I can share with you guys kind of my experiences and some tools and tricks that have worked well for me. But getting your finances in order is the number one thing. That's key. Again, highly recommend that book from Amazon. I'll have a link down below for y'all. The third thing we need to do to have a successful small business in 2024 is to stop trying to sell to everybody, because when you try to sell to everyone, you are selling to nobody. Trust me. That means stop reaching for these giant wide range of people. Narrow down your focus. Right? I like to imagine my ideal customer. I have her in my head. She is this cutesy little gal who loves shopping. She loves fun colors and prints. I mean, honestly, it's kind of myself, right? I like to think of myself as my ideal kind of client. And maybe your client is not yourself, and that's okay too. But think of who your ideal client would be and start trying to sell to them. Start marketing towards them. Stop trying to reach a ton of other different people. Narrow down, niche down your business, and niche down your branding to fit to that person specifically. You're going to have a lot more success going this route than you would, again, if you're trying to reach everyone. And plus, it really helps because that also in turn really develops and niches down your branding aspect too, which is always a plus. Number 4, we need to think about our marketing strategy. Marketing does not mean just social media. Let me make that clear. Marketing includes things like your email campaigns or text campaigns. It's also about your ads, and maybe you want to do influencer deals. Things like that are all included in marketing, along with social media. So if social media is not your strong point, then you need to think about your other ways of marketing your business. Maybe it means that you go and do in-person events more often. Maybe it means that you go out in your community and you network with local businesses that you want to partner with. Because I know there are people out there who don't like social media. I have family members who literally hate social media and suck at it, and that's fine. You don't have to be good at social media to have a successful business. You just need to focus on other marketing tactics that work for you. Personally, in my businesses, I use social media very heavily because that's what I'm good at. That's kind of what I went to school for, and that's just where my strong point is. But I also focus on my marketing and text campaigns where I am sending out weekly emails to people, showing new deals, new offerings, etc. And then I'm also doing ads. I run ads on my Etsy shop. I don't run ads yet on my social media for my website, but it's something I want to get into this year. But I've even run ads before on TikTok. So ads are really important as well. Now, obviously, if you're going to step into those different types of things, make sure you take into consideration the cost of doing them. So if you're spending a bunch of money on ads and you're not really seeing that return on investment, maybe you need to adjust your marketing strategy. And if you're just starting out your small business, using social media is free, you guys. It's free. So you can do that as free marketing to grow your business without having to spend all those funds up front. But if you're a bigger business and you're growing and you want to look to grow even faster, it's about time that you start looking at ads and email marketing, because y'all, there is money to be made there. There's money to be made. The next thing we need to do to run a successful business in 2024 is to think efficiently. This is something I'm working on in my business personally. A lot of small businesses start out by handcrafting things, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with having a handcrafted business, but sometimes that is not the most efficient way to run your business. This could also fall in other categories, not just how you make your product, but maybe how you're sourcing your product, how you're listing your product, how you're promoting it or marketing. We need to think of the most efficient ways so that we can grow our business as quickly and as best as possible. For example, I personally have been hand making a lot of my products for a very long time. I do things very made to order, you would say, where someone places an order, then I buy the product to create it, I create it and then ship it. Something in my new year that I'm focusing on is having more of my inventory available. So having those blank t-shirts and sweatshirts, or having those transfers ready to go, so that when an order comes in, I can make it quickly and get it shipped out the door, and I'm running a lot more efficiently. Same goes for my inventory in general. I'm looking to add more products into my shop that are already made and inventoried into my store, so that I can just quickly grab and pack orders and I don't have to worry about making them as much anymore, which saves a lot of time, and time is money when it comes to your business. So we need to start thinking more efficiently. This kind of concept also applies when it comes to maybe the admin side of your business as well. If you suck at running your finances for your business, hire someone to do it. If you suck at social media for your business, hire somebody to do it. If you don't have time to pack orders, hire somebody to do it. And I know that's a lot to say if you're a small business and you can't quite afford to hire people yet, but as soon as you can start affording help in your business, outsource, you guys, outsource. I cannot say it enough. You need to start outsourcing things so that you can run more efficiently. And last but not least, the way we're going to have a successful business in 2024 is by remembering to pay ourselves. Yes, say it with me. In 2024, we are going to pay ourselves, and we're going to pay ourselves well, okay? Because you're not about to put in all this hard work for your small business and then keep on funneling all your money back into it and never paying yourself, because that's not your goal. Your goal is to make money. Your goal is to have a better lifestyle for yourself. Your goal is to pay yourself more, am I right? Your goal is to make more money. That's why we start businesses. Obviously, there are people who have additional reasons why to start businesses, but most of y'all just want some money, and there is nothing wrong with that, okay? So we need to pay ourselves this year. That means we're tracking our finances responsibly, and we are paying ourselves first. Now, obviously, you need to be reinvesting money into your business to continue growing it and keep it growing. But you need to remember to be setting aside a certain percentage every single month to pay yourself. Because if you are constantly working on your small business and you're never seeing that money back into your personal pocket, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. You're basically working for free, right? And nobody wants to work for free. So we need to be putting money in our own pockets, because that's going to keep us going, right? That's going to keep us motivated. We're going to be excited when we start getting that money in our pocket. Question of the day for you guys. What is your biggest struggle when it comes to running your small business? I want to know down below, because I'm going to pick one of the most popular topics and we're going to talk about it in the next video. So without further ado, guys, right here on the screen for y'all, I'm going to link an entire playlist full of other videos I think will be helpful for you guys. Just go ahead and watch, because there's a ton over there, along with the last video uploaded on my channel, which I think you guys will love. Down here, you're gonna find my subscribe button, so you guys can stick around for more videos. I'll be uploading once a week here on this channel again. Whoop, 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 whoop. I'm excited, and I hope you guys are too. And without further ado, that brings us to the end. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.